Be me, 25. Average guy with average job. Dating Clara for 2 years. She's smart, beautiful, terrifying in arguments. I think we're solid. Turns out I'm an idiot. Friday night, she shows up at my apartment looking like she rehearsed something. We need to talk. You're comfortable, she starts. That's a nice way of saying broke, she sighs. No, I just mean, you don't want more. You're not ambitious. Ouch. I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. Because I don't make 6 figures. Because you don't try to. And just like that, she's gone. Door closes. Next few weeks equals existential dread. Go to work, go home, repeat. Until one morning, during another boring meeting, something snaps. Boss says, we're like a family here. And my brain goes, then why am I being underpaid like a distant cousin? Quit job same day. Panic immediately afterward. Start researching how to start a company. Decide to build something small. Online delivery service for local bakeries. Friends think I've lost it, but I'm too angry to stop now. Revenge via entrepreneurship. Fast forward 6 months. Still poor, but business actually growing. Learning marketing, logistics, and caffeine dependency. Meet Louise through a supplier call. She's the manager for one of the bakeries. Ends conversation with, you sound like a guy who doesn't sleep much. You sound like someone who doesn't miss deadlines. She laughs. Weeks later. Finally meet her in person at a trade expo. Tall, sharp, red lipstick. Eyes that could kill an argument instantly. So you're the mysterious delivery guy, she says, and you're the reason I started overworking. She grins. Flattery will get you discounts. Perfect because I'm broke. Even better, I love underdogs. We grab coffee after. Conversation flows too easily. Talk about business, bad dates, and how ambition sometimes grows out of spite. She gets it. Walk home later that night. For first time in months, I feel proud. Not because of revenge, but because I'm finally building something. And maybe, just maybe, I've found someone worth building it with. Fast forward a year. Startup finally takes off. Delivery platform now used by half the city's bakeries. Money's not pouring in, but at least I'm not living off instant noodles anymore. My mom stopped sending me job openings every week. Even my cat respects me now. Louise still my main supplier contact, which means constant calls, texts, late-night emails. At first, all business. Then it slowly turns into, hey, how was your day? Then memes. Then, I'm outside your office, come get coffee. We start hanging out more. One evening, she helps me design the company's new logo. It should look strong but sweet, she says. Like me, she laughs. Sure, if you were a croissant. First flirt detected. Next few months. Growth explodes. Investors start calling. I actually buy a car that isn't held together by duct tape and prayer. And a new apartment. Standing there with keys in hand, thinking, Clara would hate how happy I am right now. Louise helps me move in. Shows up with pizza, toolkit, and playlist called CEO Vibes. We build furniture, talk for hours. At some point, she falls asleep on the couch, head on my shoulder. Something clicks. The startup isn't the best thing I've built this year. She is. Next day. Text her. Dinner tonight? Not business related. Her reply, finally. Thought you'd never ask. We go to this small rooftop place. City lights below, wind messing up her hair, wine glasses clinking. We talk about how crazy the year's been. Then she looks at me. So, are we still pretending this is just networking? I was hoping we could rebrand. She laughs, then leans in and kisses me. Later that night, she says, you know, you're not the guy your ex described. No, I guess I built a better version. She grins. Good. I'm keeping this one, for the first time in a long time. I'm not chasing success or proving anyone wrong. Fast forward a year, life finally stable. Company doing great, new office, real employees who don't get paid in exposure. Louise and I officially together for a year. She runs half my calendar and all my heart. Cringe but true. Thursday afternoon, meeting with new investors at a fancy downtown cafe. Feel like a boss, wearing the kind of watch I used to check the time on in display windows. Door opens. And of course, because universe loves drama. Clara walks in. Same perfect hair, designer bag, expression like she owns the room. For a second, I freeze. She spots me instantly and smiles. Anon, she says, pretending to be surprised. Clara. Wow. You look different. You too. Less judgmental this season. She laughs, but her eyes already scanning the watch, the tailored jacket, the confidence. She's doing the math and doesn't like the answer. We talk a few minutes. She drops subtle bombs like, I've been thinking about you lately, and I miss our talks. My brain, ma'am, you once ghosted me harder than a VPN server, just when she's about to accidentally touch my arm. Voice behind me. Hey babe, they confirm the partnership. Louise, radiant, confident, walking in like she owns the floor. She kisses my cheek like it's the most natural thing in the world. Clara's smile flickers like bad Wi-Fi. Oh, Clara says, I didn't realize you were together. Louise smiles, cool and polite. For quite a while now. You must be Clara, right? He's told me the stories. Oh, yeah, the motivational ones. Clara, malfunction detected. We all sit for a moment. Louise casually holds my hand, leans in. He's doing great, isn't he? I'm so proud of him. Clara forces a smile. Yes, he's really changed. Louise, not changed, just finally appreciated. Meeting ends. Clara leaves in record time. Louise smirks as soon as she's gone. That your ex? Yeah. She looks like she just realized she sold Bitcoin at $2. You're terrible. That's why you love me. Later that night, text from unknown number. You looked good today. Maybe we could talk sometime? Delete, block, move on. I already learned this lesson once, and this time, I'm not repeating it. Life's good, business stable, relationship even better. Louise and I have become the power couple people joke about at networking events. My ex, distant memory, until she apparently decides to update the trauma. Monday morning, Louise at her cafe, I'm buried in work. Ding, text from unknown number. Hey old friend, it's been forever. Want to catch up? Delete. Obviously Clara. 10 minutes later, another text. Promise I'm not trying anything weird. Just want to talk. Ah yes, the famous just talk. That afternoon she shows up at my office. Apparently subtlety died somewhere in 2018. Wow, this place is beautiful. You did all this? Yeah, built it from scratch. I always knew you had it in you. No, you didn't. Louise walks in mid-scene, clipboard in hand, eyes sharp like she smells drama. Oh hi, Clara says, smiling too wide. You must be... The reason he doesn't need to catch up with his past, Louise replies sweetly. Mic drop moment. Clara laughs awkwardly. I was just saying hi. Louise, you've said it. Bye. Then looks at me. Lunch? Me. Yeah, let's go. We walk out, Clara standing there like she just got unsubscribed from reality. Later that evening, Louise half grinning while stirring her coffee. She really thought she could waltz in here. Guess she missed the memo that I'm taking. Good thing I'm fluent in memo delivery. We laugh. She leans over, rests her head on my shoulder. You're not mad I was a little harsh? Mad? No, I'm thinking of hiring you for PR. That night I get one last text from Clara. You've changed. She's not even your type. I reply, exactly. Block again. Louise sees it later, chuckles. You handled that well. Had good motivation. Oh, what's that? Not losing you. She smiles, the kind that means game over, you win. First real break in years. Louise insists we leave the city. No laptops, no calls, no investor emails. You're going cold turkey. Me. That sounds like death. Her. It's called relaxation, you capitalist robot. We drive to a small coastal town. Tiny hotel. Ocean view. Smell of salt and pancakes in the air. First morning, I wake up to sunlight and not a Slack notification. 10 out of 10 would recommend. We spend the days walking through markets, swimming, getting lost on purpose. Louise laughs more than I've ever seen. She's in a sundress, hair all messy from the wind. I swear the ocean waves are clapping for her. One night, we find a small restaurant by the pier. Live band playing jazz, candlelight, ridiculous prices. She orders the fancy stuff. I order fries because balance. Halfway through the meal, she goes quiet, staring at the water. You ever think about what's next? She asks. You mean dessert? No, idiot. Like, next, us. I blink. You're planning 5 moves ahead, aren't you? Always. You built an empire. I'm just thinking, maybe it's time to build a home. The words hit different. I look at her. calm, confident, the same woman who called out my ex without blinking. I grin. You trying to say you want to keep me long term? She smirks. I'm saying I want to renew your contract indefinitely. What about benefits? We'll negotiate. Later. The waiter drops the bill, breaking the tension. Louise laughs, shakes her head. You always diffuse emotional moments with jokes. And you always fall for them. She raises her glass. To falling for bad timing and good people. To us, I say. Back from the coast, vacation glow's still there. Louise humming around the apartment while unpacking. I'm just standing there, watching her fold clothes, scold the cat, laugh at something dumb I said 3 days ago. This woman's been there since the start, when my company was just 2 spreadsheets and a dying laptop. When I was broke, angry, and still Googling how to look confident in meetings. Louise didn't just show up when things got good. She built it with me. Heart starts doing drum solo, mind whispering, do it, now. Me. But no plan, no ring, no speech. Heart. Who cares, idiot? That night. We cook dinner together, burn half of it, order pizza. Sit on the couch eating straight from the box. I laugh. And suddenly, I just... No. Hey, I say, interrupting her mid-sentence. Don't freak out. That's never a good start. I grab her hand. No ring, no candles, no crowd. Just us, pizza, and bad lighting. Louise, I start. I've been through a lot of people who said they'd stick around. You're the only one who actually did. When everything sucked, you stayed. You made me laugh. You made me better. She blinks, quiet, waiting. My voice cracks a little. So, if it's not too crazy, maybe we should make it official. She stares, then covers her mouth. Wait, are you actually... Yeah, marry me? 5 full seconds of silence. Then she hits me with a pizza crust. You're proposing with greasy hands and no ring? Improvisation is part of entrepreneurship. She laughs through tears. God, you're hopeless. That's a yes? That's a yes. She jumps into my arms, almost knocks over the soda. We're really doing this? Guess so. You're so bad at romance. You keep saying that, but you still said yes. Later that night, she posts a picture of the empty pizza box with the caption, "He proposed. No ring, just cheese." I said yes anyway. Comments flood in. Friends teasing, coworkers shocked. My mom sends 38 emojis. But I don't care, because I'm looking at Louise. Wedding day, supposed to be calm, magical, emotional. Instead, total chaos. Best man lost the rings. My mom forgot her phone in the Uber. Louise's brother already drunk before noon. He keeps hugging everyone and calling me bro-in-law/legend. Louise, though, she's calm, terrifyingly calm. Hair perfect, dress elegant, eyes locked on me like I'm about to walk into a contract negotiation I can't win. Ceremony starts. Tiny venue, candlelight, friends, family, mild panic in the air. Pastor. If anyone objects, door opens dramatically. Every head turns. Yep. Of course it's my ex. Clara has entered the chat. I just needed to say something, she begins. Louise's eyebrow twitches. You've said enough in this lifetime, she says calmly. Room goes silent. Clara freezes. Louise keeps going. This man doesn't need a history lesson. He's already home. Mic drop, no microphone needed. Applause erupts. My mom whispering, "That's my future daughter-in-law." Clara mumbles something and retreats. Doors close. Louise turns to me with that smug half smile. You okay? I think I just fell in love with you again. Save it for the vows. Ceremony continues. I somehow get through my speech. Louise's vows, though? You were the most stubborn, frustrating man I'd ever met. And the first one who never gave up on me. First dance happens. Band plays too slow. Louise pulls me closer. See? You didn't need a ring to start this. Just faith. And pizza. Never forget the pizza. Evening winds down. Friends laughing, music fading. Louise barefoot, head on my shoulder, whispering. You know, it feels weird not worrying about tomorrow. That's because we finally built one. 1 year later, wake up to smell of coffee and burnt toast. Louise in the kitchen wearing my robe again. It's been a year, she says, handing me coffee. Since what? Since you proposed with pizza, obviously. We laugh. On the wall, framed photo from our wedding. Right next to it, a new one. Our small office team smiling under a banner that says Year 2 begins. We still bicker about who hogs the blanket. We still argue about whose idea built the company. But every night we fall asleep laughing. And every morning, I remember, this is the life I almost didn't get. Phone buzzes, text from my mom. When are the grandkids coming? Louise sees it, rolls her eyes. You tell her when you're ready for no sleep. I already run a startup. What's the difference? Door closes, apartment quiet again. I look around. The home, the business, the woman who chose to stay. All of it built from scratch.